Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interactions with President Donald Trump suggest that Indo US relation is getting increasing deeper. US-Indo relations have gone through three phases. From 1947 to 1971, India tilted towards the US even as it insisted on non-alignment. India's then Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, despised communism and was on record stating that, in a fight, India would side with the Anglo-American democracies. In the second phase of the relationship, from 1971 to 1989, India built strong relations with Soviet Union while remaining formally non-aligned and got disjoint from US, with US supporting Pakistan. Current is the third phase of India-US relations. In the last 27 years, India has increasingly tilted toward the US in global strategic terms, though still maintains strong ties with Russia. In this video, Defense Updates examines why US and India are natural allies and the relation is getting stronger day by day.
Number 5.
US is one of the oldest democracies in the world. The democratic system has been able to elect strong leaders and give the country stable governments year after year, propelling it to the status of most powerful country in the world. With 1.26 billion inhabitants, of which 834 million can vote, India is the largest democracy in the world. Despite India's linguistic and religious diversity, the 2014 general elections have given the newly elected Prime Minister Narendra Modi a strong mandate, proving the maturity of Indian democracy.
Number 4.
US-India trade has been steadily growing. In 2016, India's GDP was an estimated $2.3 trillion, and India's GDP was up by an estimated 7.6%. US goods and services trade with India totaled an estimated $114.8 billion in 2016. Exports were $42.0 billion, imports $72.8 billion. India is currently America's 9th largest goods trading partner, with $67.7 billion in total goods trade during 2016. Goods exports totaled $21.7 billion, good imports totaled $46 billion. Trade and services with India totaled an estimated $47.2 billion in 2016. Service exports were $20.3 billion, service imports $26.8 billion. According to the Department of Commerce, U.S. exports of goods and services to India supported an estimated 197,000 jobs in 2015, 82,000 supported by goods exports, and 116 supported by services exports.
Number 3.
With respect to terrorism, India in the past 15 years has lost more people to jihadi killers than any other nation in the world. This is mainly due to Pakistan-sponsored terrorists who are pushed into India by the notorious intelligence agency of Pakistan, ISI. India has long accused Pakistan of harboring terrorists, and recently, many important people from politics and military in the US have acknowledged this fact. One of them is Congressman Ted Poe, who some time back said, "Not only is Pakistan an untrustworthy ally, Islamabad has also aided and abetted enemies of the United States for years." He added while introducing the bill, from harboring Osama bin Laden to its cozy relationship with the Haqqani network, there is more than enough evidence to determine whose side Pakistan is on in the war on terror. And it's not America's. It's time we stop paying Pakistan for its betrayal and designate it for what it is, a state sponsor of terrorism. Just at the time of Trump and Modi meeting, the United States has designated Hizbul Mujahideen leader Saeed Salahuddin as a global terrorist. Indo-US joint statement has specifically mentioned Pakistan and asked it to stop supporting terrorists.
Number 2.
The international military presence in Afghanistan has shrunk dramatically, and even with a slower pace of troop withdrawal, the country's security situation has already worsened. After 15 years of involvement in Afghanistan, the United States has a strong interest in a stable future for the fragile democracy. India too wants a secure and peaceful Afghanistan. India and Afghanistan share a long history. During the Soviet-Afghan War from 1979 to 1989, India was the only South Asian nation to recognize the Soviet-backed Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. India has been supporting Afghanistan as it limps back to its own feet. From training Afghan forces in counterinsurgency operations to providing military equipment to Afghan military, India's role has been acknowledged by both Afghanistan and the US. Seen as a friend by most Afghans, India is the 5th largest bilateral donor to Afghanistan. India has so far given financial assistance worth over $2 billion to Afghanistan and has been involved in massive development efforts in the war-torn country. Salma Dam, an ambitious $300 million hydroelectric and irrigation dam, as well as Afghanistan's new parliament building, is built by India.
Number 1.
Washington and New Delhi are getting a lot more serious about military-to-military ties. As the United States and India become more wary of an increasingly assertive China, the two countries are gradually edging closer together. China's sweeping claims of sovereignty over the South China Sea have provoked competing claimants Malaysia, Vietnam, Brunei, Taiwan, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Non-claimants like the USA and India want the South China Sea to remain as international waters with freedom of navigation, whereas China wants to control this major tradeway. China's military modernization and aggressive posturing has not gone unnoticed by both the US and India. A tightening of relations between the US and India is something that was already accelerating under Barack Obama and Manmohan Singh, whose administrations saw the need for mutual cooperation in this matter. Trump and Modi meeting seem to have cemented the strategic ties further, with the US clearing the way of 22 MQ-9B Guardian drone made by General Atomics Aeronautical Systems to India. These unarmed surveillance drones, worth more than $2 billion, will be used to keep watch over the Indian Ocean and enable India to keep a tab on Chinese activities.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting. Kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.